Instagram app. Golf cart, hey. You can go to DML is my dad. He's got a lot of his updates from his vacation going on there. And let's hope he's okay, because I think that last post he was in the water with some stingrays. So yeah, let's hope he's okay with that. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I had a huge thing planned today about what I was going to talk about. I loved all of Harlan's topics yesterday. And so I was thinking about it, and I had a huge plan, but some breaking news happened. And that is what we're going to focus on today. And I'm going to get right into it, because my blood has been boiling for the past 24 hours to talk about this absolutely horrific and disgusting event that took place yesterday. So we're at about, we're at about the amount that we need to be talking here of viewers. So for those of you that don't know, I'm kind of just going to rehash everything that happened yesterday in a video that was posted to Facebook. It's extremely sad and disturbing. So I'm sorry for what I'm about to say, but if you watch it, it's even worse. A video was posted, and and by the way, I'm going to tell you the facts as they should be said. Everything that you want to know and need to know, I'm going to give you guys the background information on this video. And I'm going to start by saying it was posted by an African-American young adult with her 3 other African-American friends. They posted a live Facebook video yesterday, 30 minutes long. There are a couple videos, to be honest. I'm going to explain exactly what happened. They were terrorizing a young, white, disabled man. And when you hear the details of what they actually did, oh man, you're going to be so mad, because I'm so mad. They were seen in these videos, okay? There's several that were posted. They were seen in these videos screaming and shouting, F Donald Trump, F white people. What were they doing while they were screaming and shouting this to this young, white, disabled, special needs kid? They had him bound by his arms, sitting in a corner with his mouth taped shut, gagged him, cut his head with a knife, ripped off his clothes with a knife, made him drink toilet water. Okay, they were beating his head with their feet, kicking him, punching him, slapping him. Okay, and meanwhile, all the while, they're screaming F Donald Trump and F white people. If that doesn't make you guys mad, I don't know what will. Because had this been the other way around, I wouldn't be the only one talking about this right now as a news source. You would see all of the MSM talking about how 4 white kids beat up and terrorized a black kid in the corner. Oh my gosh, it would be everywhere. And if you want to see these videos, which they're bad, they're being taken down by all the social media websites as we speak. So Twitter, the one that I posted yesterday, has been taken down, removed. I don't recall any of the other racial crime videos being removed that quickly, let alone at all. But I'm going to tell you guys what this police report said. This kid, okay, was so terrorized, was so traumatized, the police said, that he was wandering the streets and he couldn't talk to them when they found him. His parents had reported him missing about 48 hours earlier, so who knows how long these guys had him, okay? He was taken off the streets by these 4 young adults. They couldn't, when he finally was able to speak to them, they were able to confirm that the videos that had been posted online were in fact of this boy, okay? Who, again, remember, had special needs. And when asked by the press, is this going to be considered a hate crime? Okay, this was last night in the press conference after police had the videos, after they saw them and heard the kids screaming, F white people and F Donald Trump. The press asked, is this going to be considered a hate crime? Here's the response of the police officer. Kids make stupid decisions. I shouldn't call them kids. They're legally adults, but they're young adults, and they make stupid decisions. Do not mistake the fact that if this had been the other way around, as I said, that officer would have gotten up there, wouldn't have needed that question to be asked, period. He would have said, we have just witnessed a horrible, horrible hate crime on a young African-American man who's disabled, okay? So you don't only have all this evidence, you now have police, and guess what? I woke up this morning, that was last night. I woke up this morning, first thing I checked at 7 a.m., all right, they had to have come to a conclusion. This has to be a hate crime. As of right now, they're still investigating the motive behind these teenagers, these young adults, I'm going to say, because they're 18, okay? And what their motive was for beating this young, disabled white man up. Look, I'm no longer part of the MSM, and I can tell you guys the truth, okay? I don't have to worry about political correctness anymore. I can just tell you straight up how it is. And this is a racial issue, okay? I don't see President Obama, let me just tell you who's to blame for all of this. I don't see President Obama addressing the media today first thing in the morning saying, that could have been my son in the corner. I don't see him saying anything like that. I don't see Black Lives Matter saying, this was wrong. This is just the perfect example of liberal hypocrisy. And I'm going to tell you guys something right now. I was part of that. I was part of that mainstream media for years. And everybody who wants to believe that everyone in the mainstream media doesn't have an actual opinion, doesn't have an agenda, is gravely mistaken. The mainstream media has had an agenda, and it's been in place ever since President Obama was elected to be president 8 years ago. Their agenda is to make us believe that there is racial divide in this country more so than there has ever been, okay? And Obama, I 100% know he has fed this racial divide by saying things like, that could have been my son with Trayvon Martin. Let's not forget, folks, that every president, and by the way, for those of you who are just tuning in right now, just getting, Dennis says we've got a lot of new people coming in, so he's texting me on the side here. I want to tell you and remind you what we're talking about here. We're talking about a video that was posted last night, a 30-minute live video, and then a couple of other YouTube videos that were posted yesterday of 4 African-American young adults terrorizing a young white male. And when I say terrorizing, that is so not enough. That's not saying enough, because when you watch these videos and you hear what they say, remember, F Donald Trump, F white people, cutting his head, ripping his clothes off, kicking him in the face, punching him in the face. And just so you guys know who are just tuning in, the kid was disabled, okay? Traumatized, police said after this event, wasn't able to speak to them. And so I'm giving you guys the truth. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm reporting the truth. So back, to what I was talking about as far as the mainstream media goes, they're lies. They're lies. And the Obama administration and his effort to feed this racial divide narrative throughout his entire administration, I don't see him talking about black on white crime, okay? Like he does talk about white on black crime. I don't see these are in his major addresses. I don't see anything like that going on. All I see is the mainstream media leading with stories that are the minority of people within each race. Don't forget that. Don't forget the fact that, again, I said that the mainstream media, they have an agenda of their own. We can no longer trust them to just give us the facts as they are. They don't want to say, remember, I don't even know if I said this, but they still, the police department still won't say what the race of both the victims and the suspects were in this video. I don't need you to tell me what the race was as a media member. If you're a member of the media and you saw the videos, I can flat out say with my own eyes, those were 4 black young adults, and that was 1 white male tied up in the corner. So this is the problem here. This is the problem here. And this is why DML has created this organization that is going to explode right now. Because you have people that just want to simply tell you the facts as they are. Look, there are a lot of crazy people out there. On every side, in every race, in every religion, there are a lot of crazy people. But that, statistically speaking, is the minority of those races. Those crazy people are not the majority. So when President Obama was elected and people were saying, oh, people don't like him because he's black. Oh my gosh, guys, every president has his opposition. When someone's elected, we're not a one-party nation. If we were, we wouldn't need elections, right? So the point is that ever since he was elected, instead of, talking about all all of his policies that conservatives don't like, that they didn't like from the beginning of his campaign. Instead of talking about how messed up Obamacare is and his health care reform that he was talking about during his campaign that made you not want to vote for him, about his foreign policies that have screwed us over, have screwed other countries over, about his over-regulation that has messed up our economy. I mean, this was all clear, remember, in the campaign. That's why we didn't vote for him. It had nothing to do with race. But they don't want to tell you that. The liberal media does not want to tell you that. African Americans, some don't want to believe it. And now you've got groups. I mean, remember, when Obama was elected, I went back to work. I wasn't standing in the streets protesting, trashing police cars, looting, stealing from people. Do you guys remember any of that happening? Do you recall any of that going on? Do you recall these videos being released of white people beating up black people on the streets? Did that happen when he was elected president? No, it didn't. But because Donald Trump was elected president, now all of this is going on, and 100% it's because of the Obama administration, the mainstream media. So I'm just giving you guys, not just my 2 cents, but I'm giving you guys the truth. Just remember that. It's just unbelievable to me that right now, when I turned on my news this morning, I didn't see any of this. I didn't see 15 minutes going on and on about this, okay? And remember, these videos are being stripped down as we speak. So, I don't want you guys to go watch them, but I think that this, just like all of the other, how many times did I have to watch the video of the woman who had her husband, shot by police officers, screaming on the streets? How many times did we see that on the mainstream media? Okay, there needs to be balance. There needs to be truth that is reported. All that we want as a public is for there to be an equal amount of coverage of events like this, because you just don't see that right now. And this video that had me tearing up last night, that has a lot of you guys tearing up at points, was just extremely sad. And, the mainstream media and Obama's to blame. But, one other thing that I wanted to mention too were celebrity videos that were coming out this week that also mentioned race, okay? I don't see them talking about incidents like this, okay? It's just right now we're living in a world where the mainstream media has the ability to influence everyone who's watching. So I encourage you guys to go watch the videos. DML has them up on his DennisMichaelLynch.com page. Be sure to download the app again. Go to DML is my dad for Instagram. But honestly, guys, I'm kind of exhausted talking about this. It's hard. It's really hard. It's hard to explain to you in a way that the mainstream media doesn't want to explain to you. I know this was a shorter conversation, but honestly, I think that this should be the only topic that's discussed today, because again, it doesn't get enough coverage. Please share this video. I want everybody needs to know about what I just said, because how I just reported it from start to finish, for those of you that entered the conversation late, is exactly how it should be reported. And that is what we're going to do at DML. If you guys want to see videos, if you guys want to know what is actually going on and how it should be reported, then you need to follow us, because that's exactly what we're going to do. Harlan's going to do it, DML and myself. We're all going to report the truth. Please share this video, folks. Go watch those videos. And God bless you guys. Oh, and don't forget, DML just texted me, said, email us. wetrustdml@gmail.com. And tell us what you think. He's giving me a lot of information. Hey guys, sorry. he's giving me a lot of information. Thanks, guys.